What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2, Episode 19 review. Next week will be the season finale episode. It'll be a behind the scenes episode so we can see how the cast got here, see some behind the scenes clips that we have not seen. So I'll be doing a review on that as well. Also want to update you guys. I'm doing reviews on Waka and Tammy's What the Flocka season 2 episode 2 review is up now. And on Fridays, I will be doing reviews on Own's Ready to Love. It's a show that I've been watching since season 1, but I have yet to do reviews on, so I'm excited about doing reviews on this upcoming season. Also, I have some behind the scenes tea for you guys. I will also, before I get to the behind the scenes tea, I have a new style series coming this week for my Instagram page. This series will be based on patterns, but I'm also going to do a video on all the outfits, breaking all the outfits down, the pieces, how you can put stuff together. So that video will be up this week on my YouTube channel. I'll probably put it up Thursday. Yeah, it'll be up Thursday. So be on the lookout for that as well. Now for the behind the scenes tea, Melody and Martell's divorce has been finalized. Thank you, Jesus. God is great. God is good. So they were granted their marriage or their divorce on March 12th by a judge in Alabama. The cause of the divorce was identified as incompatibility of temperament. Never heard of that one. The couple will have joint legal and physical custody of their 4 children, and will try to work together to determine a weekly schedule for who will get the children and when. There was no order of child support for either party as they agreed to share expenses and alimony wasn't awarded. They also agreed to dissolve the businesses they hold joint interest in, including Houghton Holt Custom Homes, LLC. I did watch both interviews that Melody did this week, that she did with Dr. Heavenly and Funky Dineva, and she dished a lot of stuff, and she gave answers to a lot of questions that we as viewers have been wanting answers to. So she really gave a lot of tea on the Funky Dineva one, so I would suggest you watch that one. It was a very good interview. Loved it a lot. She did a wonderful job. She handled herself well. Loved the questions that Funky Dineva gave, and he did a great job at interviewing her. All right, now let's get into tonight's review because it's going to be a lengthy one. So Melody has an African themed photo shoot with the children. It's their first time having a photo shoot without Martell. Mariah and Malia argue over who's gonna be the queen of the throne, and it was the cutest little thing ever. Malia is a mess. I love little baby boss. Love that little girl. She is a firecracker. Y'all got a problem on y'all hands dealing with that one. Mel is 100% done with Martell after the meeting they had with the Fletchers. She was like, if I wasn't done with him before, I'm most definitely done with him now. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank God once again, because he showed his monkey ass. Destiny and her baby come to visit. And you know, the other question that we all have been having this season is what is going on with her and LeBrick? What is going on with her and LeBrick? We have not seen LeBrick. I know Mel said that, she basically alluded to the fact that he did not want to film this season. It seems like their relationship has dissolved at some point. Maybe if they have a reunion, we'll get some answers to that. I'm pretty sure they did a reunion. They better have did a reunion. Carlos, I know Carlos watches my stuff. Did y'all do a reunion? I hope y'all did a reunion. Jesus, let them have done a reunion. We need a reunion. If they did a Bell Collective reunion, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a reunion. So Mel tells her what happened at the Fletchers, and Destiny was like, eventually they'll have to meet their brother and sister. And Mel was like, I don't have anything to say about that. Now, in her interviews with Funky Dineva and Dr. Heavenly, she basically was like, she don't ask no questions about that. That's just Martell's thing. So she says that, she don't even ask her kids, any questions when they come home. Like, have they seen a baby? Have they been around Ariane or anything of that nature? I'm pretty sure she feels some type of way about the situation. But I mean, how can she stop them from being around their brother, or their little brother, if he has the kid over there at his house? So I just want to know now at this point, do the kids know about the baby? Like, what is going on with this? Because he ain't posted no picture of the child. It seemed like he still act like he ashamed of the baby. Child, this is a mess. This is a whole mess. So Martell in his confessional says, after this meeting with Mel, I don't want to go into the sunken place. He's talking about after the meeting they had with the Fletchers. I was like, nigga, you took them to the sunken place. You put y'all in this place. So he goes to see Dr. Francis, and Dr. Francis and him sit down, and he says, you've called me a couple of times, but you never followed through. And Martell was like, you be turning me up. Yeah, because nigga, you don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts. So Martell was like, I'm at the lowest I can go. I have my children, but considering everything that I had, I have nothing. I cry now. Yeah, I'm sure you do cry now, sir. I'm sure you cry me a river. Yeah, yeah. Oh, like, I'm pretty sure you're over there hurting because you never thought that this one was going to get the gumption to leave you. And now you're faced with, oh my God, I have fucked up the damn thing. I done fucked up my life. I done blew up my businesses. I have done the unthinkable, and for what? So Martell was like, she probably wasn't getting from me what she needed, and I wasn't getting what I needed from her. He can't never just take full responsibility for the fact that he was the one that messed up his marriage because he couldn't keep his thing in his pants. And Mel made it very much clear when she interviewed with Funky Dineva that she did give him oral sex. It wasn't a thing where she didn't like it or anything like that. She said, I just wasn't giving it to him every day. I guess he has this insatiable need to have it every day, and I guess Ariane give it to him every day. Based on Ariane's mouth, she looks like she is awesome jawsome. She love wearing lip gloss every goddamn second of the day. She look like she keep them lips primed and ready. So she probably just sit around with her mouth open like this for him. So okay, so that's why he's getting what he needs from Ariane, because she just sits around like a motherfucking test dummy, like a sex toy. That's what he gets from her, because she's a bird. Dr. Francis says, what did you want in your marriage that you didn't have? And Martell says, more attention. She stopped complimenting me. She slowed down with the sex. And what did I tell y'all? Martell is one of those men that wants to be idolized. He wants a bitch that looks up to him, that puts him on this pedestal, that feels like, oh my God, I am with this fine specimen of a man. He got money, he got body, he got a face, he got dick. Like, oh my God, I can't do no better than this. They just see stars. He wants a bitch that, doesn't have the wits, the intellectual, the intellect that he has, that thinks that he's like God's gift to the world. But like I told y'all, Mel knows the real him. Mel knows the him that almost went to jail for stealing ATMs, the dusty Martell. She knows big-eared, scrawny Martell from back in college. She knew the Martell that was a substitute teacher or whatever he used to be. She's seen struggle Martell. Ariane's only gotten this version of a Martell. So, of course, Mel don't look at him like that. You know what I'm saying? She don't idolize him. They came up together. They got on the grind together. He wants that bitch that eyes see stars every time they look at him. And Mel like, nigga, I know you. I know all of you from beginning to end. It's all about ego with him. He wants to be put on a pedestal, and she refuses to do that. So that's why he went out to seek this bird bitch that is obviously two screws away from being in the slow class. Like, girl, Jesus Christ. So Dr. Francis was like, so you're saying she withheld it? And Martell was like, yeah. So Dr. Francis was like, so then you took an alternate route. Martell was like, I enjoyed it. Like, he says that he enjoyed, messing with other women, sleeping with old girl. He enjoyed that. Her sex was good because that's the only thing she knows how to provide, sir. You know how there's men out there that all they can give you is dick and bubble gum. They got great pipe, but most of the time niggas that have great dick ain't got no house to stay in, no car, They ain't got nothing to give you but dick. And that is what Ariane got to give. Good pussy. That's all that little girl got. And mouth. So Dr. Francis was like, and she knew this, talking about male. And he was like, yeah. So Dr. Francis was like, why would she take you acting out when she had what you wanted and wouldn't give it to you? He was like, well, you know, maybe that's a question I need to ask her. Hey, this man likes oranges. They use oranges as a metaphor for sex. You're withholding his oranges, so he goes outside and picks some oranges. They use the metaphor of oranges for sex and the other woman. And so Martell was like, yeah, but as time progressed, I started to love the other orange too. That's what everybody don't seem to get. We get that, nigga. That's why you're here. That's why we're here, fool. We get that. Duh. So he then says that he's been cheating so long that it was hard to stop. I bet it was. You was getting, you had the life. You had what every man wants. The wife at home who's gorgeous, a trophy wife. You get money together. You have a beautiful family, beautiful home, clout, prestige. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the little young hoe on the side. That's basically like old girl from Belly when Keisha called when she called old boy phone and she was like, I just sucked this dick last night. You got you one of them, a little dumb hoe. You know what I'm saying? You had what every man wants. So of course you fell in love with it. You was having a grand old time. And he goes on to say that he doesn't even think he would do anything differently. So with that mindset, why are you steady trying to fight for a marriage if you're saying that you wouldn't even do anything differently? This nigga is crazy. Like, real talk, he's fucking nuts. So Martell in his confessional says, I got caught up being loyal to two women at the same time. My wife told me to choose and I told her I can't. And I guess that's why I'm in this situation. The fact that she even told you to choose. Woo, baby. You know how that had to feel as a woman to even have to tell your nigga, your husband, to choose between me and some little girl you fucking on the side. You know how you have to lower yourself, your self-esteem, how low that you have to be within yourself to even say some shit like that. Bruh, woo, Lord. Jesus, I pray for Mel because I know I've been at that place where you're willing to do anything to keep somebody, and you will lower yourself to places you would never think that you will that you allow yourself to lower yourself to. So Dr. Francis was like, that part of you that the orange satisfied, is it still alive and well? And he was like, it is. And Dr. Francis was like, your needs are being met. And he was like, yeah. And Dr. Francis was like, what if this woman was to get pregnant? And Martell starts to skirt around the question. He was like, I'm 38 years old, so all of my children I take care of. And Dr. Francis was like, you ain't answering the question, man. So he's sitting there. He don't really want to admit to it. And he finally says she's pregnant. Like, how you fucking a bitch and you saying you getting all your needs met and you love her, but you are ashamed of her. You are ashamed of her. You're ashamed of this baby. Oh, God. So Dr. Francis is like, this doesn't make you a bad person. There's a difference between who you are and what you do. Dr. Francis, you need to watch the show. I don't know if you're not watching the show. Hopefully you've changed your mind after you've seen this season, because Martell is a bad person. Yes, people mess up and they make mistakes, but beyond him cheating on his wife and having a baby on his wife, the way that he treats Mel, the way that he talks to her, the positions that he's put his children in, coaxing them to go against their mother, constantly going to social media trying to tarnish her image, lying on her. He is a bad person. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This goes beyond reality television. He is a horrible human being, and he's going to have a lot to answer for. Oh, he's going to have a lot to answer for, baby. Because what people like him fail to realize, God is watching this. Oh, he watching this. Oh, and when he spanks his children, oh, he spanks them well. And I feel sorry for the things that are going to happen to him because, A, he doesn't even realize that karma is real and you reap what you sow. But he's not emotionally strong enough to handle the spanking he's going to get. I see this man spiraling. He's already spiraling. And that's why I pray for Mel and her children's safety, because Martell has mental issues. This is more than just being a narcissist and having an ego and, thinking so much of himself. That man has mental issues. Somewhere along the line of him growing up, something happened to that man. I said that a long time ago. It's more than just his daddy not being there. It's more than him just growing up poor. Something happened to him. I don't know if somebody touched him. I don't know if he's suppressing feelings that he doesn't want to admit to. I don't know, but something happened to that man, and he is spiraling. He's using sex and lying, and all of this is a trigger for something that happened to him. He ain't all the way right up here. That man needs help, because no person with a conscience, with a brain, with a heart would do the shit that this man does and walks around like the shit is okay. Like, he lies so much, like the shit ain't being revealed on television. Like, he lies about shit like we're not seeing the truth. Like, there's something wrong, but I didn't got off course. But anywho, Dr. Francis says, it's your divine responsibility that all of those children get the best that they can in life. What are you willing to do to make sure that those children one day boast about you, because they're making because they're making the difference between what you do and who you are? Sorry, sir. Them children are not going to boast about him. They are being affected by his behavior right now. Like I said, he willingly put his children on live 2 weeks ago to lie on their mother and to go against their mother. That little boy, Martell Jr., is watching everything that man does, and he is going to grow up to resent him if he doesn't already. He's just a little boy right now. He can't stick up for himself right now. But that little boy is watching him and how he treats his mama, and he don't like it, and he's going to one day confront Martell on all of this shit. And Martell is going to have to face what he's done to their mother when his daughters come to him crying about some nigga that did her like he's done their mother. The damage that he has done to these children. I wish Mel would have gotten full custody, because she deserves it. Because them kids don't need to be around him and his toxic ass, crazy ass behavior. So Martell is in the car heading to the soft opening for Black. Ariane makes her debut. This is about as far as she gonna get on the show, child, is a phone conversation. So I'm pretty sure she at home somewhere gloating that I'm finally on the show. I got to make a phone call. Yeah, bitch. Ooh. She probably on the phone with Dana. If y'all watched Tea Party, y'all know what Y'all know what I'm talking about. She probably somewhere doing high stands and headstands. She probably sitting there with her mouth open like, Martell, you finally put me on the show. Let me come suck your dick. Like, oh my God, she's a bird. So she calls him, he answers, and he was like, how are you doing? How's the baby or whatever? And she tells him, everything is good. And he tells her that he met with Dr. Francis and told him everything. And she was like, did you call me a peasant, another peasant? I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. I don't know the words, but it's obvious Ariane never heard this song, 'cause she didn't make it easier. Let the children's laughter. Like, this girl is fucking retarded. Like, she is fucking retarded. The fact that you gotta ask this nigga, did he call you another peasant? No, bitch, he called you an orange. He upgraded your ass to a whole fucking fruit basket, bitch. He called you an orange. Hopefully that makes you feel better, that now you're a whole edible arrangement, bitch. Like, the fuck? You went from peasant to orange. I guess next you will be a goddamn scooter. I don't know. This bitch is stupid. Now you're not a peasant, bitch. Now you're an orange. Good for you. So Ariane was like, he was like, nah, I ain't call you that. And so Ariane was like, you never know with you. And Martell was like, no, you do know with me. Like, the ghetto. Um, he says that he made me feel better about owning the situation if the child is mine. And Ariane says, Martell, this is your child. We both know this. Do you want a DNA test? Because that's what it sounds like you're getting at. And Martell was like, I want a DNA test. I just want to make sure, 100% sure. And Ariane was like, I'm 1,000% sure. Martell says, what's the soonest we can have it? And Ariane was like, I can't believe this is a question. I can't believe this is a question. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. So you didn't think that how he does Melody, he's not going to do you? You're already getting it, sis. All that hell that he was giving her, oh no, bitch, now you're the new victim. You're already slowly but surely getting it. But see, she's so dumb, she gonna put up with the shit. She young and dumb and think this shit is cute. She revels in this shit. So he got somebody to play with in the sand with him. So Martell in his confessional was like, she has shown a great deal of loyalty to me, but we're not together 24/7. No, you know she a hoe. You know she was willing to fuck you knowing you were married, unprotected, so you know what type of bitch she is, and just the same, she know what type of nigga you are. So Martell was like, I will take care of our child. And Ariane was like, you've always been good to me. He tells her he'll call her later after, because he's arrived at the space. So he get out and he dressed in one of Jamie Foxx's old suits from Django Unchained, this country ass nigga. So Martell apologizes to Tisha about the way he came at a fish called Wanda. And Tisha's like, I'm liking this, Martell. I'm liking this because, you know, she revels in this shit too. So the Fletchers arrive and he asks, have they recovered? And Tisha was like, what you do? What you do? Martell was like, I let out a little truth. And Nell says, you made her mad. The things you were saying, I would have threw the table at you. And here comes Tisha. He said he was being truthful. Martell was like, I mean, a man can't be honest nowadays. And Tisha's like, yes, you can. Speak your truth. And Marceau was like, no, you don't. He looking like her like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You keep on digging us in a big ass hole that one day these niggas gonna say fuck this shit and tell on my ass. The only reason why, and when Funky Dineva confronted Mel on, you keep on antagonizing this girl on why won't about her husband cheating on her, why won't you just tell her? And Mel was like, well, I never just bring it to her. She always asks me a question. Don't ask me a question. But we all know the reason why Mel won't just come out and tell her what it is because of who the person is. It's because it's Alonda. It's because this person is Martell's cousin. And this person used to do her hair. They were family. So, of course, she's just not going to put this girl out on Front Street. So that's the reason why she's just not coming out and blasting Tisha. And Marceau looking like, bitch, stop saying slick shit, because we going to be the next victims on this motherfucking show. Shut the fuck up. This nigga stay coming for Mel's defense, like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You asking for something you don't fucking want. Shut the hell up. And Tisha, old messy ass, let him speak his truth. Yes, you can. Okay, bitch. Ooh, when your day come, girlfriend, you ain't gonna be able to handle it, Rosetta Stone. So, in walks Destiny, giving us bad bitch in this black rhinestone dress. Loved her dress. Body on everything. Yes, ma'am. Baby, where's your nigga LeBrick though? I need to know. So Kimmy and Maurice is in the car on the way, and they talking about, you know, Jalen working there, blah, blah, blah. They had a really boring storyline this year. They need to come back with something better. Bring Scooter or Monster or Villain back, whatever their child name is, because bring Kim Ye or whatever, Kahlua or whatever the baby mama name. Bring her ass back, because y'all storyline was boring as shit this year. So Mel and Marcus, her brother, arrive, and come to find out my brother knows Marcus. I was like, small world after all. So Martell looking stupid in the face when she walk in, trying to look like a bitch that ain't pressed, but it's so pressed. So he was like, what's up, Mel? And she hit his ass with an arm pat. So Tisha pulls Mel to the side and was like, you know, I know the last event you were trying to express yourself and I wasn't ready, but I just want to move forward. And Mel was like, what changed? And Tisha was like, I thought about it. And they flashed back to Marceau checking her ass. Girl, you ain't thought about shit. Your nigga checked you and told you, bitch, apologize. So Tisha was like, it was my fault things changed. And now, you know, the mood changed. So Mel accepts her apology and agrees to move forward. But in her confessional, she was like, I'm actually amused by Tisha because we've been down this road before. And we have. Like, we know the shade is not going to stop. Tisha messy as fuck. So Marceau and his family do the big reveal, and it's a pic of all of his brothers and sister sons. And they're saying that these are the new generation of the Scotts. And Destiny was like, the baby girl should have been up there. And I agree. And Mel was like, he's kind of sexist. And I was like, ain't no kind of to it. He's very much sexist. Like, the girl should have been added, but he is a type of man that don't look at women as entrepreneurs, as business women, as strong, successful individuals. He only looks at the boys. And I'm surprised that Maurice I ain't surprised. Maurice is a follower, but whatever. Yeah, that was some fuck shit. The little girl should have been added as well, because all you're doing is showing them that you don't put any value in what they can achieve when they grow up. So Marcus pulls Martell to the side, and Marcus asks how he's been, and Martell was like, things were said that I didn't approve. So Marcus was like, I wasn't trying to be nasty. I was trying to tell you that both of y'all actions are affecting the kids, which I'm probably sure you already know. I was trying to tell you the conversation with the kids. When they were around me, our relationship grew. You don't have a problem with them being around me, do you? And Martell was like, no, but I expressed to Mel the situation is unique. I want them to know husband and wife is what I want for them. Well, first of all, who they decide to sleep with ain't up to your ass. I need for people to stop thinking that sexuality is something that you fucking choose for yourself. Motherfuckers just don't wake up and like, I like dick. Oh, I like pussy today. I'm just gonna be gay. Yep, making that decision. I'm gonna be gay. I'm gonna be gay. I'm gonna be fucking gay. Just like you're a heterosexual male and you like women, that's in your DNA. That's who you are. Like, oh my God, you fucking idiot. So he says, just because me and Mel are going through something now, they're being exposed to husband and husband like that's right. I don't want them being confused about it. First of all, just because you're around someone that's gay doesn't mean it's gonna rub off on you like it's chicken pox, you fucking idiot. Like, this nigga is so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. And I just hate that there's people like him in the world that think like this. My brother is, gay. I have my son, and he has loved and been a father figure for my son, where his deadbeat ass daddy was not. My son had a fucking Martell in his life, and it was because of men like my brother that Kyrese has become the man that he is today. The man that you all say, is so well spoken, it's so sweet, it's so nice, it's so responsible, so respectful. That's not just because of me. It's because of men like my brother, and his sexuality ain't got shit to do with him, because this gay ass man stepped up and did something that his straight ass father did not fucking do. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Martell thinks this way, this man, and then I love the way Marcus came back to him and was like, wait a minute, where did he say? Marcus was like, so then that's wrong. And Martell was like, I don't give a damn. It's not what I want for my kids. Marcus was like, they should be picking up what I'm doing because my life is clean. Like, I'm not the one overheard and fucked around and got another bitch pregnant. He was like, never been in handcuffs. Been a teacher for 25 years, retired, a sanctified preacher. Like, why would you want them around me just because I like dick? The fuck? You're the horrible person, not me, sir. This just made me dislike this man even more. I will never, ever in a million years see it for Martell Holt. He is a trash ass fuck boy human being. That nigga ain't nothing but the devil in a black suit. He is literally one of the devil's disciples, and people need to realize that just like there's a heaven, there's a hell, and just like there are God and angels come around this earth, there are evil spirits walking around this earth, and he is one of them. He is one of them. He is horrible. He should be ashamed of himself. Ugh, he is disgusting. So Mel comes over and asks what's going on, and he tells her he wants the kids' foundation to be husband and wife. And she was like, their foundation is husband and wife. They grew up with us. Like, what are you talking about? So Martell was like, they're so young, their foundation hasn't been fully developed. And Mel was like, that could come from your part as well, from the things you've been doing. Were you considering their foundation when you mess up their family? Like, you don't think that your son seeing you fuck another woman will shape who he is as a man, that he might grow up and think that it's okay to cheat on his wife and have a side bitch and be disrespectful and call their mother out her name and lie on her? You don't think that the things that you're doing are going to affect your kids and their foundation? Jesus be offense. So Martell says, so did you. And they start arguing. Marcus walks off. So Mel in her confession says, my children love my brother and he loves them, and I will not take that away from them. And you bet not. I hope you don't. So Martell was like, I don't want the kids around your brother all the time. And Mel was like, and you think you're better? They've seen you on FaceTime. And Martell was like, and they seen you on the phone with your dude. And Mel was like, no, they haven't. He was like, the girls told me. Mel was like, the girls did not tell you that. You've never said that to me until now. So I don't believe that. And this Martell lies so good that he tried to make the shit seem so real. That's what's scary. People like him that could just lie on a drop of a dime and make themselves believe the shit that they saying is true is scary as hell to me. So Martell was like, we need to find some kind of medium for the kids. They're already affected by us not being together. I love the hell out of you. I do. I wish this was all a dream. And Mel starts to cry. But mind you, don't get it twisted. Mel didn't start to cry because he was confessing his love to her. Her eyes was already getting watery when he was talking about the children, because any mama don't like their kids to hurt. And I'm pretty sure she's had nights where them kids asking, why don't we live in the same house anymore? Why aren't we a family anymore? And the kids crying and having to explain that as a parent, that's one of the toughest things that you have to do with a child. And that hurts you tremendously. Oh my God, it hurts you. So that's why she teared up. It ain't had shit to do with this bullshit ass confession that he was giving her like he Usher. So Martell was like, me doing all that stupid stuff, I never thought this would be us. And Mel was like, well, what did you think it would be? So Martell was like, we had everything we wanted. Everything was right. And Mel was like, all of that sounds good. All of that sounds like something a person would want to hear. You didn't value me. You did not value our marriage or our family or everything that we worked for since we were kids. You know the amount of time I gave you to get it together, and for you to continue to sleep with what then became an enemy for me. And now you have a baby by this same person. That's an out for me. I'm not checking for that at all. I will never check for that ever. And that's some shit. Like, you kept on fucking with a bitch that not only was fucking my husband, but then became my tormentor. And you kept on fucking this bitch. You the op now, my nigga. You are the op. I can never fuck with you on that level ever again. Ever. Because you don't give a fuck about me. You couldn't, nigga. Never could have. Never in a million years. So, nigga, fuck you and your bigger self, you bigger bastard. So, Martell was like, I understand. We got to move forward. We got to be peaceful. Mel was like, that isn't what you've been given. And he was like, we have been given it. I can't let you say, he said, I have been given it. I can't let you say I've been the cause of everything. Of course, once again, when he can't get his way, that's when he reverts to, it's not my fault. You are a part of the problem too. Just like a kid. So, Mel was like, well, who is the cause? Tell me, who is the cause? Martell was like, both of us. And Mel was like, in what way? What way? Go ahead, speak your truth. And he couldn't say it because he knew that he was about to lie again. He was like, I'm not going to point the finger. I'm sure you're not. So then he says, every time you see me, you got to throw jabs to make the world think it was all Martell. And Mel was like, I never would have left you if you hadn't done wrong. And he was like, but I would have left you for not doing what? And he was about to do the same shit that he does. Like I said, when he can't get his way, that's when he start stabbing at her. He was about to say, I would have left you for not sucking my dick and not pleasing me, not giving me what I needed. But he stopped himself. And Mel was like, what are we doing? My attorney told me you don't even have an attorney anymore. Martell told him, shut up, like a little girl. Shut up. Shut up. So Mel was like, you shut up. There is no more shut the fuck up over here. Sign the papers, bitch. That's what she should have said. So Martell was like, why the fuck are you saying that I haven't signed a motherfucking paper? I've been trying to sign the papers. No, you haven't, Ike. Shut up. So Mel was like, just a few weeks ago, you were saying you wanted me to be your woman again. Martell says, what the fuck that got to do with signing the papers? A lot, Sherlock. So Mel was like, cause you don't want it. You are phony, fake, and delusional. Martell was like, I only said I wanted to be back with you for the kids. Oh, now it's for the kids. Whatever lie you got, girlfriend. Come on, sis. Put your tea on the table, girl. We need to have a tea kettle up here and some teacups, girl, because you are giving me all the good tea, girl. What else, girl? I would have just been so calling him girl, calling him a good sis, a good Judy, because that's exactly what he is. Do you want to wear my dress? It probably would look better on you, girl, at this point, because you want to be me. You want to wear my first stole. Like, what is it about me that you hate so much? Is it because you want to be me? Like, girl. So, Mel was like, maybe that's the excuse you tell the hoes you mess with, but it doesn't work for me. He was like, you're a hoe now. Now she a hoe. But 2 seconds ago, you were just saying, I love the hell out of you. I do. I messed up everything. But now, since you see she ain't checking for you, she a hoe. That's why you can't believe shit this nigga say. This nigga's fucking retarded. So Mel was like, you trying to call me a hoe? You ain't shit. Sign them papers and quit coming in my inbox. So Martell walk away with his dick in between his legs. He really tucked it, but whatever. So the Destiny come over to check on her, and Mel is upset, and she was like, I feel like he's so amped on trying to do whatever it takes, lies included, and I'm tired of it. I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't want to talk to your demon, because that's what you're coming from right now, and that's the God out of truth. I'm telling y'all, even Mel see that this nigga is the devil. Like, Mel, girl, protect yourself at all costs, because this nigga is crazy. I'm telling y'all, this is just not no bullshit that I'm saying. That man is crazy. He is the type that will, the fact that he's doing this does not make me not think that he won't try to go even further. Martell seems to me like the type of person, if I can't have you, nobody will. Like, he will try to physically hurt her because he cannot have her. I'm telling you, that nigga is crazy, and he's spiraling. So she was like, I'm tired. I just want it to be over. And he just makes every day a living hell. It makes me feel like I want to take my kids and leave, change my number, not tell nobody. I just want peace. And that's a hell of a way to feel, child. Like, he is mentally trying to break this woman down. He's trying to break her spirit. He's trying to break her mind down. He is, so Kimmy and Tisha come over. Tisha fake ass. I just did not even want Mel to even be telling none of her business in front of her. So Mel was like, I'm sorry, Kimmy. I know you think he's a good guy, but Martell ain't shit. He got a whole baby on the way. And Kimmy just sitting there or whatever. And at some point, Kimmy, you just got to be real with this shit. I know you ain't trying to get in the middle of it because you cool with both of them, but like, wrong is wrong and right is right. Girl, fuck that shit. So, Tisha was like, for real? And Mel was like, yeah. And he called me a hoe. Destiny was like, the mother of his children? Mel was like, and then he wonders why I don't have no respect for him. And Kim was like, I just be glad when everybody's in a good space. And Mel was like, girl, Martell ain't gonna change. Like, it's gonna be worse next season. It's gonna be worse. So Tisha in her confession was like, Mel is my sister. Forget all that other stuff. Let's just be there for her. And that's cute on paper, but you don't give a fuck about her. You don't give a fuck about her. Let's keep it a buck. Like, girl, y'all don't like each other. It'll never be like it was. It's over. And at the end of the episode, all the girls get together and they take a photo at the photo booth. It was really cute for the moment, but you all know it ain't real. So yeah, that's my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This show is, it is a lot to even process and deal with, child. Carlos King, you're a genius for this shit, but I need for you to hire Mel some security, because that nigga is fucking retarded. Shout out to Miss Vanessa. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Miss Vanessa. That's Mel mom. Yeah, let's talk down below in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. What did y'all thinking about Ariane making her first appearance, her being called an orange and not a peasant? What did y'all think about Martell saying he doesn't want their children to be around Mel's brother because he's gay? It's so much to talk about. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button. I love you guys. I will see you on the next one, and be on the lookout this week for my patterns style series photos and video. We'll be posting Thursday. Love you guys.